Does your brain sometimes feel like it's breaking? It's breaking. It's going in all types of directions. Well, I'm going to talk about breaking brain barriers, not just breaking your brain. My hair's in my face, so anyway, you got to deal with that. I got to deal with that. Just dealt it. Any rate, breaking brain barriers. If you're having problems with having your imagination to be able to manifest the things on the inside of you that you desire for your business, for your life, or whatever it is. This is what we're going to take a few minutes and talk about today, because you have the ability to use this supernatural thing called your brain in order to see pictures that you could not see otherwise. Your brain has the ability, your brain and your thoughts have the ability to make images, and in those images what happens is this, is that you start to see those images and they start to become so real on the inside of you until it can't do anything other than to come out. I do an illustration. I have the guy that did the iPhone. The picture was so big on the inside of him until when he told the developers what it was to do, then all they did was took the image that was in him, and then they went ahead and was able to follow those directions and do whatever it was that they had to do on the inside. But the phone was exactly what it was that he had designed in his head. How did he do that? He did that by first allowing his imagination, different parts of his imagination, different parts of his brain. He started to see it. He started to talk about it. He talked to himself probably. He went to pencil and paper, or most people go to pencil and paper. He may have gone to computer, whatever it was. But at any rate, he started to make a simulation. Well, that simulation started to make those things happen in his brain, in his mind. And he started to simulate it. He had all of those things assimilated before he did anything. If you are trying to do something before the picture is clear, what you're doing is you're frustrating yourself. And with the frustration, you always want to give up. I want to give up on this. I don't want to do this. I don't have the energy. I don't have the abilities. I don't have all of these things. When you decide that I have a genius brain, I know how it is that my brain works. My brain works in this manner. Here it is. My thought realm works in this manner. There's all different types of intelligence. There's introspection, there's introspection. Mine happens to be communicating. Mine happens to be this or that. But you look at how it is that yours works. If it's numbers, if it's pictures, if it's drawing, if it's art, if it's business things, whatever it is that seems to be so easy to you, being so easy to you, that someone says, oh my gosh, this is a hard problem. You said, well, that's nothing to solve. And then you're able to give them the answer. You're able to be able to, you're enabled to be available to give them directions because you already see it. Realize something, that you see more than you think you do. If you see yourself as a success, and what does that mean? If you see yourself as doing something and having the outcome look like something that is called success to you, then you understand that you have the ability to visualize. That's using your imagination. That's using the inborn you. God created all of us with unique brains. Nobody has your brains, just like nobody has your fingerprints. No one has any of the things that you have. So you are unique in your ability to be able to reach out and touch the people that you are here to touch. How do you do that? You do that by taking the time to think about what it is that I desire to do. Who is it that I desire to communicate with? Who do I desire to help? And how do I want to help them? What is it that people need? And so as you're answering those questions or having people to answer those questions, then what's going on in your brain is that your brain is doing calculations. Your brain is doing it's figuring things out as to how the solution for that situation can happen for them. God did that in you. He gave you creative powers, and in those creative powers and those creative ideas, it opened up a niche for you. That's just for you. A lot of other people might be in that same niche, but the way that you perform, the way that you do what you do, people hear your voice and they say, that's the person. That's the person that has the answer. A quick story. Something happened many years ago. I was doing a local television program, and I did it every week. It was a cable station, and I did it every week. I was on there, every week, and I would talk and I would share different things about the Bible and healing and different areas in psychology and how the Bible and psychology go together, and how I was not involved with the DSM. It was the DSM 3 or 4 at that time. At any rate, I was not involved with that, but how it was that I was able to assist people and show them the way out of their situations and show them the way into their future and into their better life through how the Bible works. And so this lady calls and she says, your voice, I know. And I said, okay. She says, I know that voice because you are the voice. She says, I heard it. I know that you're the person that can help me to get out of where I am. Well, I didn't know that she had been in the house for 5 years. She had not ventured out of her house for 5 years. She wanted to find out if I made house calls. And I said, no, I do not make house calls. And she came in. And at first, I really did not want to even see her because she sounded like she was just really kind of off. And it was deeper than I wanted to go. But she was so convincing in knowing that I was the person that was able to help her. She told me her situation. We went through, I did all the things that I was to do. Within 4 weeks, she had started to actually go to the store, the place that she was going to. I did see her 2 times a week. 2 times a week at first, and then I saw her 3 times a week. But after then, what happened was she was able to go to stores. She was able to start doing things. Today, this woman is fabulously well off in Florida, I think it is, or somewhere in Texas. She's there. But she became a minister. She started doing a lot of things for a lot of people. She was very successful. Why? Because she heard the voice. She heard the answer. I submit to you, and maybe what you need to do is to listen for the voice. A lot of times what people do is they analyze things so much until they're not able to hear and to see. The day that you start to see, when I saw my coach, Myron, when I saw him on a program, when he offered something that very day, the very first time I saw him, I knew I had to get to where he was. I bought what it was that he had, and this was a Offer Mastery Live program, and I flew to Florida and I joined in on that. And my life has never been the same. The same thing happened to me when I heard Apostle Jones, when I heard his voice. He happens to be in Florida too. Both of them are young people because I'm an octogenarian and they're in their 60s or whatever. But at any rate, when I heard the voice, I knew that the voice was going to be able to help me to get to where it was. And what I also did and what I also do is the instructions that they give, I follow them. I do not try to bring them back down to the gravitropic level in which my understanding is of their expertise. Find the master, find the person who has mastered and that what it is that you need, and follow that one. Follow the instructions in which they give you. You will know the voice. The Bible says that Jesus says, my sheep know my voice, and the voice of a stranger they will not hear, they will not follow. My voice or someone else's voice, it may not be my voice, but my voice or someone else's voice is a voice that has the answer for you, so that you can expand your life, so that you can achieve the dreams and the desires and the goals that you have, so that you can call your future into your now and live a life that you have desired and wanted all the time. If I can be of any further assistance to you, there's the information down there where you can get in contact with us and join our challenge or find out about us on our next video. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.